Howdy, folks. Today we're playing Mindsplice Apparatus Esper this time. Basically, this deck is taking advantage of the typical Mindsplice Apparatus spells, but also leveraging March of Wretched Sorrow, Cut Down, and Go for the Throat as ways to keep you alive earlier in the game, so you could just bury your opponents late in the game. This deck was built by CovertGoBlue's, so I saw the deck, really thought it was pretty cool, so I'm going to play it again. Play the deck of his last week on the channel. Check that out if you haven't, but I will link that video and his deck list in the description if you want to go check those out as well. He's a great content creator, so please check those out. But yeah, we'll take his deck for a spin on the ladder. Play 5 games, see how we do. Alrighty, here to play our first game here. Yeah, we'll keep this. See what our opponent's doing. Got the Seachrome Coast. Pass, keep this Impulse up. Opponent's on mono black, potentially. Seems like it. We'll take the Raffine's Tower. I think we could be pretty well set up for just playing lands. But now I don't think we need to play it this turn. We can union this turn. Shakedown heavy. Wow, okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, we'll union in response. So we could kill this Shakedown heavy. I think I'm just good to pass and eventually get this Mindsplice Apparatus down so we can March of Wretched Sorrow these big creatures. Shakedown heavy, sure. I think we're good to take one attack. Yep, 6 damage is fine with us. Play the Mindsplice. Play the Cave, so now I could play this for... So, I could play this for 5 now, if I wanted to. Or I could just pass. But I do have the March for 5 available. Also have the Go for the Throat available. Yep. Gonna let that Graveyard Trespasser resolve first before I kill any of these heavies. Yep. Decline. Decline. I think I will kill one of the heavies. And I think I'll March the other one. Kill the heavy, gain some life. Now we just need some card draw. There we go. That's big. So we can draw 5 right now. We'll just go ahead and do that. Refill our hand. Drew a lot of lands, but we have a big March coming eventually. Have a Go for the Throat for anything that's too suspicious. We're just gonna draw with a Big Buster, sure. What about the Exile of ours? Scrutiny, okay. Cut Down. So we can play this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8. Okay. So mid-0. Target the Graveyard Trespasser. Definitely fine and discard this Underground River. Couple Marches in the graveyard though. Sheltered, sure. Yep, we have to Go for the Throat for that. Reckoner Big Buster coming in. Kill the Sheltered. Draw our card. Darkslick Shores. Pass the turn. Just need to find some more ways to take advantage of the Mindsplice at this point. Graveyard Trespasser. Sure. See what they hit. I don't know if they're eventually going to eat their own creatures or what, but... March, sure. It's not a bad idea to get this stuff out of our deck, because they probably do recognize we are a Witness the Future deck, but maybe they're just missing out on the life. I don't know. Hard to tell exactly. Cycle his tower. Farewell. Okay, Farewell's pretty good. Impulse is solid too. Let's start there. Yeah, I think it's gotta be White Sun's Twilight. Deserted Beach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Catches for 12. $11, that's my bad. I miscounted. Okay. Put the pressure on our opponent to have something to remove all our 1/1s. Or they die over 2 turns. They have to have Gix's command. They had to have actually drawn the land and already had Gix's command in hand. Invoke Despair. Well, that's not going to get it done. And GG's, we'll take it. Good start. Good start. Alrighty, we're going first. Let's see if our second hand with this deck is as good as the first. I do like seeing White Sun's Twilight in the opener. See what our opponent's on. What do we got over there? They got a nice regular sleeves. We got mono black, maybe? Evolve Sleeper, okay. I think we want to keep up the Go for the Throat, potentially. They just want to sink mana into it. I think we're fine with that, though. Yep, I think we're fine to take 2 here, honestly. I don't think it necessarily is a big enough threat where we want to go for the Throat it. If they play a second one, then I think we'll go for the Throat one of them, but not. We're content here to just Union and pass, gain all that life back. They just, like, you know, dump all their mana into Sleeper. Yep, nothing from us here. Oh, and then no land. Opponent, that's not good for you. Spoiler alert. We're probably going to be favored to win this game now. Fiend's Tower, pass the turn. 2 tap lands in our hand, which is a little tough, but that's alright. I think at this point we'll go ahead and kill the Sleeper. Made them put more mana into it. Next turn we can Silver Scrutiny for 3. They probably have a Graveyard Trespasser here. The rest of their hand has to be pretty good. I don't know what they would be keeping if it wasn't. Alright. Silver Scrutiny time. Eventually going to get to this White Sun's Twilight for 5. That'll be in potentially 2 turns. Sure. I'm just going to gain some card advantage on the way there, though. Yep. Draw that card. Hit this for 3. Farewell. Yeah, Farewell's a good one. I don't think we need to hit graveyards, so we're good to just everything but graveyards. Put their board back a little bit. See if they have a sheltered or not this turn. Probably need to if they want to keep going in this game. Under Blitz and Underdog, sure. We're fine with that. You want to take your turn to do that? Yes. And this is the beautiful part about White Sun's Twilight. We can just turn the corner here. Make some mites, and now that's a 2-turn clock that our opponent didn't think we had. And they just spent their last turn underdogging. So they could have Gix's command here to trade out. Otherwise, they're going to be trading a bunch of 1-for-1 removal spells, which is not always an ideal spot to be for the opponent. Oh, yeah, sure. I think we'll let our opponent just burn as many of these removal spells as they want on our 1/1s. And we're happy here to just Rafine's Tower cycle. Oh, they are really going all in on our 1/1s here. March of Wretched Sorrow on it too. Yeah, that's fine. Tap with our 2/1/1s here. Play the Shattered Sanctum. Yeah, I think we're gonna pass. If our opponent draws a Gix's command, we want them to basically have to use it still. Or we want our opponent to commit to the board. Evoke Despair. Alright, it's Rafine's Tower cycle in the meantime. Cut down. Sure. You can have a 1/1. Draw a couple cards. Go to my turn. Go for the throat. Sure. Attack for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Put lethal on the board. If our opponent wants to just block their way out of this, we have go for the throat and a cut down to get them. Probably they need a Gix's command at this point, since they already used all their small ball removal spells. Demolition Field is good against us. Gix, okay. What else you got? And Liliana. Sure. Like a sack a creature.
Just before brunch.
They are going to make a sack a creature. They do not have good answers in their deck for White Sun's Twilight. That's what it tells me. Syncopate is a perfect draw. We should have locked this up now. Kill us. We don't have exactly lethal, so we are going to send one at the Liliana. Rest of their opponent. And just pass the turn with the Syncopate up. No reason to get cute. Only counter things that can remove a bunch of 1/1s. Like a Sheldred, we're not going to counter that. Sheldred's Edict, that's fine if it just gets rid of 1. No biggie. As long as we still have a net 2 Infectors coming in, we're fine. Sheldred's Edict again, yeah. That's fine. Coming in with your own underdog. You gonna do a basic check on us? Should still have a swamp in there. I know they have a swamp in there. Well, second game going like the first. I think this is the second game, right? So another looking good here. Opponent, are we getting the rope now, or are they just taking forever to decide that they want to get a swamp out of their deck? A different art swamp. Interesting from our opponent. All right, time to just jam in there. That's the beauty of White Sun's Twilight. Goes from offense to defense really quickly, and there you go. That's GG's. All right, this hand, if this was I don't know, like a Dark Slick Shores, I think we keep this, but no blue mana, don't think we can keep this. It's a little bit better of a hand. I think we'll put back the White Sun's Twilight. Mono red, okay. Well, I think we probably made the wrong decision putting back the White Sun's Twilight, but hey, we drew one. Feldon, yes. Feldon is good. Being on the draw is not good. This is this is the best one experience. Just getting absolutely nut drawn by your mono red opponent. And yeah, it's a problem. The thing is, yeah, you might mulligan the hand again, but you don't really want to go to 5 and wow. It's really hard for your first spell to be on turn 3. It's just really too hard to recover from that, I think. And yeah, we can gain 2 life here, but it does not matter. We got absolutely run over. That's GG's. Wow, that happens. That's the best one experience. Sheesh. All right, opponent is going first. They're taking a mulligan, and this hand is just good enough, I think, to keep. Gonna need to hit some lands, but hopefully we can get there. Plains, Skrelv. Okay. This go for the throat is going to need to do some things this next turn. Crawling Chorus. Attack, okay. Alright, we basically have to hope that this March hits here, I think. Okay, that was big that the March hit. Because now we have Go for the Throat up. So they didn't have, with 1 green, a removal spell. So that's very interesting to note. And yeah, now we have a Syncopate up, which isn't bad. I'm probably going to Syncopate most things. I think, yeah, 1 Toxic, that's fine. Bring it on. Alright, now I do think we're going to be mana efficient. Try to kill this. They, you know, they want to protect the Crawling Chorus, that's fine. Yep, they get a little might. We're going to pass the turn. Eventually, we're going to want a White Sun's Twilight of our own here. Yep. Getting in for 1. Yep, that's fine. Okay, Mindsplice for our own. Here, so opponent, these gotta be protection spells now, but they didn't have them earlier, so I'm not really sure what is going on over there. Okay, I think we need to hit a land here, so gonna just impulse. Doesn't matter what lands. I think we'll just get the swamp. Pass the turn. Eventually we get a White Sun's Twilight going. Nothing from our opponent though. Yeah, we'll keep taking 1. Yep, our turn. Probably should have impulsed it in the end step. That was my bad, but drew the land anyway, so there we go. Is the opponent gonna play something finally? Charge of the Mites. I think that's worth countering. And this Go for Threat obviously can't hit the 1/1s. Yep. Impulse time. We can get another Mindsplice. We can get a cut down. We'll take cut down. Go to my turn. I'll put this on for 5. Still gives us a way to syncopate and cut down. Okay, they let that go. That's fine with us. They plan to cast another charge at the end of the turn. We'll syncopate that, certainly. Yep. Pay that for 3. Counter that. Now we're on a 2-turn clock. We have a removal spell in this cut down. Bloated Contaminator. Okay, we have a Go for the Throat for that one. Have to imagine they have some sort of protection spell now. Tyvar stand, sure. Otawara. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try to return that now. Bounce that. Get in with our 1/1s. Our opponent at 5 poison to pass the turn. See if they want to recommit this Bloated Contaminator. They do. Anything else they would like to play? Crawling Chorus, okay. And Skrelv. Sure. I think we're happy to kill the Skrelv here. Underground River. Yeah, attack them with everybody. They get a free block with the Bloated Contaminator and with the Crawling Course. Essentially, puts them up to 8 poison though, and they're going to be able to hit us for 3 poison on the backswing. Can they find another poison? We have run out of stuff to play. And they are going to attack with the 1/1. Okay, they're not blocking with it. So, what do they have here? Charge of the Mites. Okay, that's pretty good. We have to draw something now. Syncopate. Yeah, I think we lost. Because we don't... Yeah. Dang, this was extremely close, but we can't block the Mite. Yeah, we're just jamming in. Pass the turn. Hope they don't attack. That's good games. Wow. Yeah. That one is extremely tight. Couldn't find anything with this Mindsplice, though. To do with his Mindsplice. Couldn't find anything to take advantage. GG's. Okay, we're going first. We'll keep this. I'm just thinking back about that Selesnya Toxic game. I don't know if there's a way we could have changed the outcome of that. I know I did kill a Crawling Course earlier in that game, so I'm not sure. But definitely kind of sad that we lost the game. Feels like that was a game we probably should have won somehow, but or we got unlucky to lose. All right, opponents on Blood Tithe Harvester, sure. Impulse for us. Take this Mindsplice. Gonna need some land eventually, but there we go. Take that. I think we're just gonna cut this down right now. Gives our opponent the ability to Corpse Appraiser, but we were going to cut that down on their combat step anyway, probably. So I think they were gonna get the ability to Corpse Appraise anyway. Gonna pass the turn. Get this Mindsplice down. Attack him for 3. Bank Buster. Sure. Mindsplice time. They have a negate? Not even a make disappear, that straight up negate? Okay. Okay. Kill the Corpse Appraiser. Go to our turn. Go to their turn, I mean. Gonna need to find something for this Farewell soon, probably. Sheltered, yep. That's what that deck does. I think we're just gonna go the highest upside play, draw an untapped land. I'm gonna target them and shuffle these 4 in. Hopefully hit a land on our end, and probably gonna go for the throw with this Sheldred. Did not find a land, but we did find a White Sun's Twilight or a Silver Scrutiny. What's second Wrath is probably not going to be bad. I think I just need to take cards here, though. Kill the Sheldred. They can blood away, whatever. In the meantime, they can start drawing off their Bank Buster, which is a little tough. Wandering Mind, that's pretty good. They have to reveal whatever it is, though. Make disappear, sure. Silver Scrutiny. Pass the turn. They go to draw with this Bank Buster. I will go ahead and tap out for the Silver Scrutiny. Draw my cards while they're tapped out of that Make Disappear. Draw with the Bank Buster again, sure. Corpse Appraiser going to keep up the Make Disappear, which makes sense. Siphon Insight into the yard. Yeah, we're just gonna pass the turn. Sulfur Springs, yep. Blood Tithe Harvester, that's fine. Give them a way to crew the Bank Buster. Yep. I think our plan is to bait them into using this Make Disappear so we can farewell everything next turn. Yep, do this for 5. Try to kill this Bank Buster here. It's a pretty juicy Make Disappear target. So, gotta imagine our opponent is going to do it. Yep. Our only hope is that they don't have a second Make Disappear on their horizon for this farewell we're about to drop down. Exile it all. So you have another Make Disappear. You can blood something away to try to find one. Siphon Insight in the meantime. Okay, that's fine too. And you want to blood something? Get something bad in your hands? Odawar. Odawar is not that bad. Alright. Reset the battlefields and stuff. Alright. They have our card. It could be a land. That's Grixis for you. Drop him with Thinking and Concede. GG's. All right, and we're back with the wrap up for CGB Mindsplice, and we played 5 games with it, and we went 2-3. And there were a few things that I don't know, just didn't sit right with me for this deck. The first thing is it just kind of feels like you're playing a lot of cards that the whole goal is to keep you alive long enough to win, but then you're kind of diluting your deck of win conditions and sweepers and stuff. I'm not convinced that the black mana really added much. I'm not really seeing anything this deck does now that it couldn't do before. March of Wretched Sorrow is honestly kind of a poor remove a spell right now. It doesn't really kill much. If you're on the play, you can kill a Skrelv. I mean, there are use cases for it, but I just don't. It seems like that's a card that gets a lot better once you have a Mindsplice Apparatus on the battlefield. But if you have a Mindsplice Apparatus on the battlefield and you're able to do your thing, you're probably winning that game anyway. So I don't think having a removal spell that's now tied to that is any better, if that makes sense. And then you're playing Cut Down, which so it's okay, you know, but it gets outscaled by a lot of the stuff in the format, and you're relying a lot on your syncopates and your go for the throats to basically keep you alive long enough to get to this Mindsplice. And then you have, not only that, but you have to find your Mindsplice. You have to have it on turn 4. It has to not get killed by Terra Sunder, by a Braid. There's actually a lot of hate for Mindsplice Apparatus, and you could still be, you still could get got, like, but people can go over the top of you still. Like, this is not the end all be all in top ends for the format. So I'm pretty skeptical of this deck. I went 2-3. I think CGB went about 3-3 in his video on the deck, and I think he came to a similar conclusion. It sounded like, where it doesn't feel like you need the black mana. And I'm definitely gonna agree there. One of the downsides of this is if you're playing against the mono white destruction field and field ruin deck, you have one basic swamp, and otherwise you're getting absolutely hosed by that deck. So I just don't think this deck does anything really that great for the meta. I don't know what you're exactly trying to attack, which part of the meta you're trying to attack with this deck. So I think I would actually recommend not playing this one. Whereas the mono blue deck from last week, I really did enjoy CGB's deck that I reviewed for last week. But this one I think just isn't really one that I could feasibly recommend for y'all to play on the ladder. But certainly interesting to try out other people's decks and kind of see what their thought process is and what their take on the meta and how they want to try to attack it is. But yeah, that's about all I have to say. It's an Esper deck at the end of the day. If you really like doing this thing, you can still have a lot of fun with this deck, absolutely overpowering your opponent in the games where your Mindsplice apparatus goes off. But you're also gonna have to live with the games where you just get absolutely run over and you have no chance. So if that's the kind of magic you enjoy, I guess that's a scenario I can recommend you play this deck in. But alrighty, well, that's what I got for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, wherever you are, whenever you are, have a magical day.